Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, and Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regina Elena, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to it's a very gray and rainy day outside in the city of Toronto. Hello to you all. I am your host, Scott Dion Brown, and today, as well, it was announced last week, ladies and gentlemen, but my one and only co-host, Regina Elena, is not here today. She is I'm not sure actually where she is, but I know she's got a lot of work going on lately, so we'll get the scoop from her next time. But hi, Regina. Hello. Miss you dearly. But hi, everybody. I'm your host, Scott Dion Brown, and I am joined today by a very special guest. No stranger to the show. I think this is his, I'm not sure, fourth appearance, maybe? I can't remember. But ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm sit-down welcome to Barry Szeto. Hello.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Scott. How's it going?
Good. How are you? Welcome.
I'm good. Yeah, it's so weird having Regina not being here today.
It's a bit lonely. It's more lonely.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, it's just you and I, Scott. Yeah.
We'll get through it.
Yeah.
Do you remember how many times you've been on the show? Because I know you were on not that long.
Okay,
ago,
so I was on the first show when you got in studio, pre-pandemic, and I want to say 3 or 4.
Yeah, because you were at the pre-pandemic one, and then
I did.
Have you been to both studios? Because there was the one we were doing up in like Markham.
No, I've only been to the one in Vaughan, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Markham.
So yeah, this is like
3.
Yeah.
I would say
Anyway.
3. Yeah. But cool. Always happy to be here.
Well, so yeah, how's it been? I think last time you were on, we talked a little bit about the pandemic and stuff, but
yeah, that was like during the peak of pandemic when everyone's literally at home.
Yeah.
Doing nothing. Yeah.
Pandemic's not gone yet, but it's definitely, things are definitely slowly going back to normal.
Yeah. Like very much so. So it's good. That's good. It's positive. So yeah. And then who knows? One day we can be in studio again one day.
I'm hoping. Yeah. I've been starting to set it up because Regina and I have been talking about it. Like we might even move back to, even if we're not going to have guests necessarily yet, we could, like the two of us could start to at least do the show from the same location, and then we can have guests call in
slowly. Okay, true. We can do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
so that's kind of our first step.
Amazing, awesome. Okay.
So well, speaking of things that are starting to open up, and part of the reason I thought it would be cool to have you on today is you've got a gig coming up.
Yeah, I honestly was not prepared for it at all because 2 years of not doing anything. Well, I've been doing everything virtually. Like I've been making videos, recording music, and performing virtual concerts and whatnot. But I was not prepared to perform live. I was asked by Bong Show, who's a host of this, a host of Rice, which is a really popular Asian American comedy showcase. Last minute, so I'm just like, okay, I'll do it, but like it's a full 30-minute set as well, so I'm just like, holy, like that's like half of a concert. So it's just just getting into live performing is just a whole different ball game right now. It just feels like I'm starting from scratch.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I have not been on a stage, so this is going to be your first time returning to a live stage.
Yeah, and it's not and it's not just any stage, it's the Rivoli. Like it's like the legendary Rivoli with like, you know, a pretty decent crowd, and it's a pretty well-known stage. I performed there a couple times back in my day, but yeah, so this is definitely one of a big way to just get back into live performing. Yeah.
Awesome.
And I think I have a guitarist come in and help out too. Like, what's his name again? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
know.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so what's cool is not only is it going to be your first performance back, but
Yeah.
it's also going to be mine, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay! Yes,
Yeah, I'm
yes,
gonna be,
yes.
Yeah, I'll be jumping on stage with Barry and
Sweet.
playing some guitar for a
That'd
few
be-
tracks.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. That's so good. Yeah, it's just like because honestly, like when as a performer, I don't know if people know this, but when you don't perform for that long, it takes a toll, and it's like you have to start from scratch again, pretty much. And I've been practicing so much, like 3-4 hours a day, believe it or not, trying to get my like performing skills back, and you know, getting my voice back in shape, and it's a lot. So I'm really actually nervous about this. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm kind of feeling it. I'm nervous too. It's just the
Yeah.
feeling of, yeah, like I'm just imagining the setting of going in there, getting up on the stage
Yeah.
again, you know, and I don't, at least I was at the point pre-pandemic where I don't really get nervous going on stage. Like I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just sort of that initial, oh, okay, like this is it. This is, I
Yeah.
haven't, you know, do I still know how to do this? Do I still remember how to do this?
I mean, yeah, it's like right before you get on stage, when you have those butterflies, that's the feeling. But once you're on, it's like, hey, cool, you know. It's right before you're getting on. That's the most nerve-wracking part.
That's true. Yeah. I've always found that. Yeah, I remember even like playing with my band. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes it'll even be like you're right on stage, you walk out, and then as soon as you start that first song and you get through like the first like just the intro, and then you're like, okay, we're in. Okay, we know what to do now. You know. What to do.
Yeah. But it's always me by myself, because the first couple tracks I'll be singing by myself with the backing tracks. And I'm like, that's like, oh my god, it's just me. I feel so naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
it's
it should be
cool.
fun. Yeah. It's exciting for sure. I'm scared of. I always have this recurring fear of like forgetting my lyrics,
Oh yeah.
and that has happened before. So it's not fun.
Just roll with it.
Yeah.
Roll with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. By the way, I
Act
like your
like-
new song.
Oh.
I actually woke up one morning like it was in my head.
Oh.
Like the chorus.
Thanks. That's
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really catchy. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. In fact, I might as
FYI,
well.
just saying.
I might as well tell people. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, every day,
Yeah.
everybody. My new song. It's available now. You can check it out. I think the link's in the description. You can also search it up on Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. Little
Yes.
acoustic song that I wrote. It felt nice to again. I hadn't put out an original piece of music in a really long time.
I know you have some really cool like covers. Like I love all your like videos. You did some Disney stuff, Disney covers as well, which is really cool. But this is I really like this. I like your original stuff. But like you have a really cool style.
Thanks. Yeah, appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's. I mean, the pandemic doesn't help either. But I just found like, I guess if you focus on one thing, like so I'd be focusing on, like you said, covers or just the channel. It's just
Mm.
like suddenly a whole bunch of time goes by, and then you look back and go, wait a minute, I haven't like put out an original
Yeah.
song in like years, you know?
Yeah.
And the pandemic just ate 2 years, which was really annoying.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But it's
Yeah.
good that you did that. You should do more. Totally.
yeah, I've got more planned.
Amazing.
In terms of, in fact, speaking of not covers, speaking of new music, you also just dropped a new
Yeah.
single. Tell us
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Sorry, Who Is This?
Sorry, who is this? So it's just kind of like it's a kind of a therapeutic song for me, because I kind of wrote it. It was inspired by during the pandemic. I know it sounds so cliche right now. I know everyone's saying that, but so what happened was I basically, the pandemic kind of forced me to really like reflect on a lot of things throughout my life, and more specifically, I was reflecting on people in my life, like my friends and people who I thought were my friends, and I kind of just had to cut a few people off, because you know they weren't serving me anymore. There's no purpose in my life, and they weren't really particularly good for me, and I kind of had to, you know, cut them off. And it wasn't hard. I mean, it wasn't easy. Like cutting off a friend is like harder than cutting off a girlfriend or boyfriend. like breaking up with a girlfriend or boyfriend. It's so much harder because you've known these people for so many years, and you've shared so many things. And so I mean, yeah, they done some shady things to me, and this song just kind of like and I remember they were trying to call me or contact me, and I'm like, and I felt like saying, I didn't actually do it, but I felt like saying, sorry, who is this? It's kind of like this song is kind of like a cheeky sort of like almost humorous way of throwing shade at people they don't want to talk to anymore. So and it's also kind of an anthem. I hope to be an anthem for people who don't have the courage to tell people that they don't want to talk to them anymore. The people that are toxic in their lives. And so this is my way of saying, if you hope the song inspires you to like, stand your ground in a way. So yeah, so that's pretty much what it really is. And I hope people like it.
Awesome. Well, we've got the song queued up, and we also have the music video queued up. So
cool.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody check it out.
This is my first green screen video. It was pretty cool. There's so many different scenes, and we had to cut a lot of scenes too. But this is pretty cool.
All right, cool. We'll give it a listen, and we'll talk about it on the other side. So
right.
Everybody, please enjoy "Sorry, Who Is This" by Barry Szeto.
I'm sorry, who is this? I'm sorry, who is this? I'm sorry, 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 who is this? I see you creeping on my things, don't matter to me. Every day I live like you never existed. Saw you walking down the street towards my way, acting like you didn't see me cause of your shame. I don't want no tension when I see you. I don't wanna have to walk the other way, like I'm scared, like you matter to me. I won't even notice if you're right in front of me. I won't give you no attention, I don't care. Don't be waving at me. I'm okay, I don't need you to say hello. Just walk away, I want nothing to do with you. I'm just saying, you don't really owe me nothing. So move along, I got better things on my mind. Don't even cross my mind, no. I will always be in yours, though. If you ever try to DM, text, or even call me, there will only be one question I'll be asking. Who be calling on my line? I won't be changing up my mind. You know I won't be stressing by nobody. Sorry, this time I think I'm doing just fine. I'm sorry, who is this? I'm sorry, who is this? I'm sorry, 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 who is this? Oh, don't you worry, I ain't seen nothing, bruh, I'm blessed. I ain't worried cause I'm yet to see the very best. If you think you got the best of me, you played yourself and don't you see? I hope you wake up with fever dreams, cause I'm chillin', I ain't losing sleep. I'm okay, I don't need you to say hello. Just walk away, I want nothing to do with you. I'm just saying, you don't really owe me nothing. You don't even cross my mind, no. I will always be in yours, though. If you ever try to DM, text, or even call me, there will only be one question I'll be asking. Who be calling on my line? I won't be changing up my mind. You know I won't be stressing by nobody. Sorry, this time I think I'm doing just fine. I'm sorry, who is this? I'm sorry, who is this? I'm sorry, 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 who is this? I'm sorry, who is this? I'm sorry, who is this? I'm sorry, 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 who is this? Sorry, what's your name again?
And that was "Sorry, Who Is This" by Barry Szeto.
Yes.
Awesome track.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, obviously I got to talk about the video. I mean, it's very bright and
I know,
and pretty awesome, gigantic telephones.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
So where'd the inspiration come from for the video?
So this is, well, I mean, there really isn't. Like, we just kind of like the phone. The idea of having the phone and then the iPhone in there was kind of like just an idea. We know we wanted that image in the video, so it was green screen. So we kind of like, we just got creative with it. You know, cool backgrounds, and the idea of the part where I'm sitting on top of my iPhone and then you see the Instagram. That part was pretty cool. That was James Forrester. He's my video director, and that was his idea, and that was pretty cool that we could achieve that look. And yeah, but other than that, it's just, I just want it to be like a nice, fun, colorful, almost Brady Bunch kind of style. I remember in the beginning when they have like the four. Yeah. And so yeah, no, nothing really set in stone, but we definitely want something fun. You know,
it is fun.
I thought we achieved that. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so make sure you guys search up that video on YouTube. In fact, I think if I haven't yet, I'll add the link to the description in the description down below, so you guys can check it out. Make sure you subscribe to Barry, hit a like, all that stuff.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's not an easy thing to realize that, like, you know, somebody in your life is actually not good for you, and actually, like, I think a lot of people have a lot of trouble sort of finding that. I don't know if, I guess strength is the right word, but realizing, you know.
So I saw a post on Instagram a while ago, and they call this friendship ambivalent relationships, and that really means that it's like people who are seemingly good, like a good friend to you, but then you're never sure. Like, for example, if they text you and you're like, ugh, do I really want to answer this? You know, like, that's when you kind of know that, do you really want this person in your life? And then when you go out with them and then you're like, did I really have fun, or did I just go because I wanted to make them happy? Like, I really resonated with that, because that's exactly how I felt with certain people that had to cut off. And I'm like, you know, they're really not that good for me. And like, I just feel like, you know, it just didn't feel, you'll know in your gut. You know, and then I've learned to kind of stand my ground, and I've learned to follow my instincts, and I feel like everyone should as well. And just do you, like, just do what's best for you, and don't think about other people. Like, if it's good for your mental health and good for your soul, you need to really take action. That's all.
Makes sense. Yeah, no, that's really it's good
advice.
How's
that for words of wisdom?
Yeah. Well, I like it. And you kind of so you've got a very, I think, important message sort of placed inside what's a very fun and enjoyable song, but there's some real ideas in there.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's like, and also it was really inspired from the fact that, like, when I did cut off this one particular friend, they actually tried. So we cut them off. They deleted me off social media, all that stuff. But yet they messaged me on my birthday saying, "Hey, Barry, happy birthday." I'm like, why? Like, why? Sorry, yeah, that's what really inspired the song, because I really felt like saying, "Sorry, who is this?" But I didn't reply. But I felt, if I would have been shady if I did that, but I'm not that mean. Only in the song.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. You know, in the creative world, you have you have more freedom to sort of say all the things and do all the things that.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about being an artist. We can, anything that we can't really like say in person, we can probably just channel that into our music and express ourselves. And that's what I've been doing, really. Although I am pretty loud and animated in person, but a lot of my thoughts and feelings are, you know, in my songs. I'm sure you feel the same way as well as an artist yourself.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So through the pandemic, you put out a few other songs as well, right?
Yeah, I did. Well, during the peak of pandemic, like March, in 2020, I released my first EP, Feels, and that was like 4 tracks. And I was just stuck at home releasing the music and promoting it. And then last year, I released my second EP, In My Head, and that's when we started being able to do videos and studios and stuff. So I did a couple of videos for that, and it was pretty good. And now I'm working on my new music, and still deciding if I should do an EP or just release singles. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know.
It's hard. Because I'm not sure, because like I know, like, because this industry is so saturated right now, like really everyone and anyone can be an artist, and everyone's just releasing so many things, And so I don't know if people want to hear full EP or want to hear just singles. But as of now, I've released Sorry Who's This as my single for this year. And we'll go. I already have songs lined up, so I'm just figuring when I want to release them, or if I want to put it together as an album or EP. Not sure, you know.
I've been debating the same thing, because I put out every day, and you know, I like I like the idea of just having a single out there, but part of me, I almost like the idea of having an EP. I don't know if that's just because, I don't know, traditionally I like albums. I like the idea of albums, you know?
Yeah, like back in the day when we were kids and we would like buy albums and we listened to the full 12 tracks, you know?
Yeah.
But
so,
world has changed.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I've been now like debating, okay, because, and also there's this flip side of that. It's obviously easier to do singles, right? Like I can
For sure
write a song, throw it out as soon as it's done. And whereas with an EP, it's like I kind of have to wait until I finished 5 or however many I want, and then compile them together. So I don't know. I've been kind of, like, I put out every day, and now I'm like, okay, should I just keep throwing out songs as I finish them, or should I like package them together? And I don't know if there's benefits to one or the other. I don't know.
I think maybe if you start off by pushing this single, you know, make a music video, make you know, or a live performance, something, you know, and then that's what I would do. That's what I did with this song. So, you know,
yeah. I'm just thinking more for like the next group. Like, should I just throw out another single, or should I like wait until, I don't know.
Yeah. You know, at this point, Scott, you can do whatever the hell you want. Really, there's no formula. True. There's really no formula. Do whatever you want. There's no rules anymore. You know,
that's true. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
We're independent. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, that's the thing I can't figure out. Like, is there a benefit, right? So, because even the idea of putting out an album, right? Like, I'm not gonna go have CDs made.
No.
Right. So it's not even like I need to make a package so that I can, even though I like physical things, but you know, we don't buy those anymore, right? So like, even if I make an album, all it really is a playlist, basically, right? It's a unified playlist on Spotify.
And like there's a good chance that people won't put your full album onto their playlist. They'll put like a single or two that they like, and that's how it really is. So this is why I think maybe singles would be the best approach at this point. I don't know. Maybe. Like even throwing an EP, that's already kind of pushing it for me, because that's like 4 tracks. So, you know, but singles are probably the safest bet in this day and age. You know,
I guess you're right.
Yeah. So that's just what I think. Yeah,
I think you're right. And so I think then what it is this sort of feeling of putting out an album or an EP is more just in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, no, an album is more, it feels more like prestigious or more like.
For sure.
But I think you're right.
I can't even think of anyone who has released an album. Like, I don't even think like big artists are doing that right now, to be honest. Yeah. That's
true.
Yeah.
So. Kind of makes me sad, actually. But
the world has changed. You know, it's just kind of have to go with the flow.
Yep. Actually, you know what's kind of interesting is like vinyl has kind of come back. Not.
I noticed that.
Yeah, like artists are like putting out digital, and then you can go to like the record store and buy like a record of like a new, like a current artist puts out an actual record. I don't think you can get the CDs. I don't know if they're putting out CDs anymore. I don't actually know.
But I don't know if I ever seen.
The thing is, I would never even been looking for them. Like,
true. Yeah. I just go on my Spotify.
But I have noticed, the few times I've walked into record stores, because like I have a record player. Actually, I have a record player, and then when we moved, the movers broke the needle, which was annoying. So then I had to go buy a new needle, and then when I plugged it in, the sound system I have, it's all crackly, and I think it needs to be like repaired or cleaned. So I've been kind of going on this journey right now to like make it so that I can listen to records again, which has caused me to go into some. Yeah, so it's caused me to go into some record stores, and that's where I see like record stores. Mostly, it's all old artists, right? But then they've always got this section at the front, and it's like current, like The Weeknd and I don't know, Lights and like everybody, like artists that are now.
I didn't think they were real, to be honest. I thought they were just like decoration.
Yeah.
So
No,
people
no, yeah,
actually
they're-
play vinyl? That's crazy. I don't even.
Yeah.
I've never even played a vinyl before.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's cool about vinyl that I like, I mean, they say that the audio quality is better, which,
Really?
yeah, and in a sense, it's definitely true for like MP3s because MP3s, like or like digital music has like a bit rate, right? So it's like there's a max quality number, right? I guess that's the easiest way to explain it. But
Mm-hmm.
analog vinyl, there's no limit, right? It's like
Oh, okay.
it's just recording, like it basically records whatever is there, I think that's
Okay,
the idea
okay.
behind it. But
Okay.
the thing that I like about it though is like the vinyl is because it's so huge, like the album art is like when you buy a record, it's like you've bought like this giant thing, that you can actually hold and look at it.
Yeah. Something really satisfying about having that physical copy, and it looks like a little poster almost kind of thing.
Yeah. And it's more like
no, I hear you.
it's more work to like listen to it. So like when you decide you're going to listen to an album, you're like, you pick the album you're going to listen to, I don't know. There's something I like about it more where it feels like the music is less disposable, right? Like if you're going to, with playlists, it's like you can start a song, you listen to 5 seconds, you go, and click the next one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Vinyl kind of forces you to like listen to it.
Actually listen. Yeah. And I think that's the problem with like current technology with music. Like it's so accessible and it's so easy to flip to the next if you don't like something, so they don't really give chances in that sense. That's the part where it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of sad. What if this artist was dope and you didn't really like get a chance to listen to the actual song because you didn't like the first 5 seconds of it. So I agree with that. Yeah.
And it's almost everything. It's not even just music that's like that. Like all like TikTok is kind of like the pinnacle of that idea, right? Whereas you'll scroll through, you'll see a video, and if within half a second, in fact, there have been times when I'm on TikTok where like something will appear on the screen and I don't even know what it is, but there's something about it that I just go, oh, and I just scroll past it. You know what I mean? You ever have that when you're scrolling through TikTok and there's some videos where you're just like, it's like, I don't even know what it was, but for something about it was like, no, that's not what I want to watch. And I just scroll by, but like, I don't even know what it was. Like, I don't know what I chose not to watch, but there was something about that first half a second that was just like, nah.
See, what gets me is that if I'm looking for something specific, the TikTokers will have like a caption right in the very beginning of the video saying, "Oh, this is how you make this," or "This is how that's what gets me." If it's something specific I'm looking for. Yeah.
That's the idea. It's like because it's designed with that in mind. It's like, no, we need to put exactly what this is right at the very front in the first second, or else it's gone.
Yeah, and man, I can spend like a good half an hour just scrolling. It's crazy because there's so many good content. But like, and also they as you know, they kind of like once you look at one particular thing, they automatically bring you to the videos of that particular subject or genre or whatever.
Yeah, the TikTok algorithm. I think the TikTok algorithm is the best one for that. It's like it's amazing how quickly it adapts to like knowing what you like and really tailoring it. I know it. It's dangerous in terms of time. It like eats it
because
really
you don't
fast.
even realize how much time you're actually spending on it.
Yeah.
And TikTok kind of like it was good entertainment for me during the first lockdown. Like I've been doing pure TikToks like every day. Like I would spend hours just making stupid TikToks, but I don't know. It's just it is a little time consuming, but it is fun. It is fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've actually found in the last couple of weeks, and I'm actually wondering if it's because things are opening up, and I'm noticing that I'm starting to work more, but not just work more on but like stuff that's calling me, like forcing me to leave my house and like go places, or like so now, for example, like I'm editing a music video for somebody, and it's time consuming to do that. And what I find is now that I've got more of that type of work, I've been on TikTok very little, because one thing about TikTok is it's not the type of platform that you can have on in the background. Like I can't just pick a TikTok, put it down, and like listen to it while I'm working, because you have to constantly scroll, right? I found now I've been falling back into YouTube again, because at least like at YouTube I can find like a podcast or like a playlist or whatever it is that I can kind of just listen to as I'm working.
Right.
Whereas TikTok is very much like You can't be doing something else while you're on TikTok.
Oh yeah, no, you're glued to your phone for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, thank God for YouTube.
Yeah. It's dangerous. Oh, look at that. It's already we should do the ads because we're already at 35 minutes. So
okay, cool.
So chill out for a moment, Barry.
I will chill. Yes.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner. Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance. Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor, and she could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at jMckenziehomes@gmail.com. Jewelry Forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East, Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and change watch batteries, all done on site. And we have an absolute great deal worked out with them. If you tell them Scott and Regine sent you, mention the show, you will get 15% off your purchase. 15% off your purchase. Jerry at Jewelry Forever is an incredible artist. He specializes in custom-made jewelry. If you have a vision for something beautiful that you would like created, he is the man to make it for you. He specializes in custom jewelry, but he also has a beautiful selection of already made things that you can look at. You're sure to find something special for the special person on your list. Also, search them up on TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, he posts a lot of cool things, videos about some of the stuff he does, how to create certain pieces, and also he shows some of the repairs he makes. I've seen him repair things. He repaired a ring that got run over by a car. It was like flattened, and he was able to restore it back to new. So Jerry at Jewelry Forever, check him out, find out more. jewelryforever.ca. And if you would like to advertise on the show, people, it's very easy. All you got to do is email us now at radioshowad@gmail.com. We do the show live every week, people, and we do the ads live week to week. What that means is you can personalize the ads week to week. Do you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time in a particular place? You let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's a great way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. radioshowad@gmail.com. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with singer, songwriter, Barry Szeto. We've been talking about the whole
so many
bunch
things.
of stuff.
I was like,
Yeah.
well, I can't even remember.
Yeah. Did you hear about the? I didn't hear about it. Obviously, there's a huge storm yesterday.
It freaked me out. I was actually shopping at Shoppers in Ajax, and it just it hit, we got the Amber Alert. Is it called Amber Alert? I don't know what it was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Then all of a sudden the sky turned super dark, and we just saw a gush of wind, and then the lights went out. I was stuck in there for like an hour.
Oh, geez.
And yeah, it was crazy. It was scary. I was like, do you remember the episode of Superstore when they
Yeah.
were stuck in that's what I felt like. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go steal a bunch of things. No, I'm just kidding. No.
So you were stuck in there for an hour? Jeez.
For an hour. Yeah.
We were over at my girlfriend's dad's place. Well, we were on the way there, and like I had my phone on the dash.
Oh my god, you were driving?
Yeah, my girlfriend was on her phone. But no, so what was good is we didn't get hit in the storm. We got the alert, and we were listening to the radio, and like it all goes out at the same time. So not just on phones, but the radio too. So we were listening to the radio, and suddenly it goes like, "This is an emergency response." You know, whatever it is. And yeah, they talked about how they were talking about potential tornado gusts and like hail. So managed to. We literally were around the corner from his place. We pulled around there, got there, and it's like we went inside and we were there maybe 10 minutes, and then exactly, everything went dark, and then it really rained. Now where we were, it didn't rain for that long, but apparently even today, I think there are still tens of thousands of people without power across Ontario and Quebec.
I think so. Yeah, a lot of restaurants were not functioning.
Yeah. It's crazy. I think my dad mentioned that he found a couple branches on his front lawn from like neighboring trees, but
Oh, I saw tons of trees like split in half.
yeah, it
Like,
looks
yeah.
like. Let me see. Okay, I just pulled up an article here. Tens of thousands still without power in Ontario and Quebec after deadly storm. Yeah, so as many as 5 people were killed. There you go.
Oh wow, damn.
Yeah, well, I heard yesterday that a woman in Brampton died because a tree
heard-
fell on her.
I heard about that too. That was so sad.
That's awful.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the storm was only like fast.
It didn't
was, like,
last long. Yeah,
it was like
it just
fast but hard.
yeah. I
Yeah.
saw a whole bunch of photos of like, okay, here, so there's a whole bunch of down power lines on a picture there. Jeez, like the entire post just fell down. There's trees split. Man,
Mm-hmm.
it came
I
out of
know.
nowhere. Came
I know.
out of nowhere.
It was like nice and sunny
Yeah.
yesterday and warm. And then it's like boom. I was like, wow, I did not expect that.
What's the thing? I remember, like, my girlfriend and I were chatting about it as we were driving up. We were like, because I think she was like, "Oh yeah, I thought it was supposed to rain today," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I guess not. Look at it, it's so nice out." And
I
then it was
know.
like a few minutes later, we get the alerts, and it is kind of scary when the alert appears, especially because the radio one is scary as well. Because I don't know if you've ever heard the radio one, where it like cuts off the broadcast and it's like this alarm sound plays first.
I could imagine being scary. I've never heard that, but like I've seen that in the movies and like, oh man,
Yeah.
if that ever happened in real life, I'd be freaked out.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's when that happens, it does feel like, oh, and I don't remember ever getting an alert for a storm before.
I know. It's like, oh my god, the aliens have arrived. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what it'd be. It
Yeah.
would be basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. An apocalypse.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, I
Well,
watched too many movies.
yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
In fact, speaking of, yeah, we were talking briefly before, but Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I've been watching that on Prime. It's still a really good show, man. I don't know. It just is.
It is, and it's interesting with Buffy because I was a huge fan of it, and but what's interesting is Buffy, and I guess Joss Whedon, the way he like writes, the way his characters talk, you can see that kind of altered how a lot of stuff after it was written. You can see a lot of like even in the Marvel movies, the way everybody talks. I feel like it's like all influenced by Buffy. That kind of like.
You think
Can
so?
you
Like,
even believe? Can you
Oh,
believe
okay.
that? You know what I mean? Like that type of like.
right. I never thought about that, but okay, cool. It's a cool
Yeah.
observation. Yeah.
Is it because he wrote, I think he wrote the first Avengers movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? The one
Yeah.
with is it the one with Jessica Alba? Or no?
No. That's Fantastic Four. The
Oh,
Avengers
right.
one was, so it was like they came out with a bunch. I don't know if you've seen many of the Marvel movies or not. I'm not sure if you have.
A few,
Are you
but
in-
I don't remember most of it.
So when the Marvel movies first started, they were doing, I think Iron Man was first, and they had a few like just
Okay.
individual heroes, and then the
Right.
Avengers movie was when they had like all the movies that they had made the individual characters. They all came
Right.
together to be in this movie as a group.
Right.
And I believe
right.
Joss Whedon wrote that one.
Oh, okay. And you can tell by the way they talk.
The language is very like, yeah. And the thing is, actually, for me, I actually didn't really like that movie when it came out because it felt like this makes a lot of sense for people to talk like that in high school in like California.
Oh, okay.
It always felt a little out of place when you're like, these are fully grown adults anyway. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear
But
you.
yes,
I
but-
hear you.
I used to love that show. It was
It's still good. I still watch it. I don't know. It's just something comforting about it. I don't know. Yeah. Have you watched Bleeding Empire?
I watched a lot of season 1, but I haven't watched any of season 2. But it's outrageous.
I know, and obviously, what Asian hasn't watched it, right? Like, I feel like I have to watch it. Like, when I watched Crazy Rich Asians, I just thought it was like a fantasy or that's just whatever. But then when I watched this, I'm like, oh, these
So
kind
it's
of people
based
do
on something real.
exist. Yeah, it's like it's kind of cool, you know.
In fact, wasn't it? I haven't watched it in a while because I watched season 1. But wasn't it this show where didn't two of them they went on like a road trip to track down
Right.
somebody's
To track down. So Kevin and Kane was trying to track down Kim Lee's estranged father. And
they did it without asking her, right? Like, so she didn't even know they were doing it.
Yes. And when they finally did, they realized that he was dead. So yeah, that was that. But that's cool that friends can do that. I mean, of course, when you have a lot of money, you can do whatever you want, right? But yeah, so that was a cool episode.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. But you know what I also heard though, like Asians actually been living like that for a long time. No one's really talked about it because, you know, of course Asians are kind of coming to the limelight right now more so than ever. But like, yeah, I actually know people that lives in Singapore and Malaysia, and they do live that kind of lifestyle, and it's like a normal thing for them. But just it's new to us, you know, to North Americans to see how wealthy these people actually are. They just never really talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't really been the focus of
No.
of sort of popular culture in the
No, because when we
world.
think wealthy in the Western world, we just think Beverly Hills, you know, plastic surgery, you know, Real Housewives. But yeah, this is very real.
Yeah, I haven't watched season 2 yet. My girlfriend's had it on, but like it's usually like I'll be in this room here like working on some stuff, and then I'll hear it and I'll pop in and take a look. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I think they only have like 3 episodes right now. I think they're going week by week. I think I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not like the full season. There's only like 3 episodes, though. I think they're working on it.
I see. How do you like that?
Yeah.
What do you? Because I remember for the longest time, Netflix would they would just dump the whole season out, and that was like the thing. Whereas now they've kind of gone back to one episode at a time. Yeah. What do you think of it?
It kind of brings me back to when I was a kid, but it's kind of annoying because I do want to watch the whole thing at once. I'm a bit of a binger, but the thing is, what happens if you binge a season? There's nothing else to watch, you know. You have to like find something new. So I think this creates that sort of excitement again. But the problem nowadays is that a lot of people have lost patience. Yeah, people are not that patient anymore, and again that's what goes back to TikTok. Like, you can literally scroll things if you don't like the first 5 seconds of it, and same thing with Netflix shows. They want to see everything at once. They don't want to wait till next week. I think that's more the new generation. Yeah, I'm so curious. Like, I'm used to like waiting, but you know, I'm sure like the kids these days are just like, oh, you know.
That's the thing. I'm so curious to see where it's going. Like, will they keep, like, what's it going to look like in 10 years? What will shows look like? I don't know. Like, are people's attention spans just going to get shorter and shorter?
Oh, 100%. I'm already starting to see that now. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying my best not to be that way, but it's hard, you know, because that's just the world now. Yeah. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I find myself, to be honest, when I'm watching a full movie, I find myself on my phone half the time, and I don't remember what the hell happened. So I literally have to go back and like rewind, you know? Yeah. I think, you're definitely not alone in that one. And I find, I think a lot of movies are made that way. Like they're almost, I've noticed it especially, where there's a way that you'll watch the show where it's like, you're not really watching it. You're more listening to it. And then you kind of just look up when something interesting happens. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, I heard a loud noise. I'll look at it, but I don't know. There's something wrong.
I know there's something that's not right. I don't know. I can't put my phone down, and I should be paying attention to the movie, but I'm not. It's so wrong. I know. It's like, what am I doing? You know, why am I watching this thing? It's like, it's almost like you're on your phone, but having something playing in the background is almost like a natural reaction. That's something that should be doing. Yeah. I don't know. I can't even remember the last time I actually sat and watched the movie, like fully. So yeah, I find now it's the only time now I'll so I have 2 modes basically. So if there's something that I know that I'm excited about, I'll purposely, like, even though there'll be odd time where like I'll naturally, like, I might just grab my phone, like I'm not even thinking about it, I'll just grab it. But I've been pushing myself to just like, no, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to not touch it. And so I did that for movies like I was really excited about the Batman movie. So I did it for that. And there's a handful of others that I remember seeing the trailer for, and I was like, I want to watch this, you know? Right.
And then there's kind of a second tier of like, okay, you know, I'm relaxing after a long day, and like, okay, there's, you know, an episode of Friends on TV, or like, or any of the even newer like reality TV shows. Like,
Okay,
you know,
I'm sorry. Am I the only person that never watched Friends? Like,
I mean,
I swear, like even people that like younger people, like the Gen Zs are watching Friends. Like, am I the only one that haven't watched it? I just never gave it a chance. It's so weird.
it
Everyone
was
I know
the
has
show
watched it.
for a long time.
I
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Was I too Asian? I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. In fact, what's weird about it is I would say try watching it, but I'm not sure now. The problem with recommending old shows, I find, is like, it's really hard to, because obviously, like, when a certain amount of time goes by, you know, tastes change, and what we even found funny or interesting or whatever changes. So like, I don't know. It's hard for me to think like, because if I watch Friends now, I'm watching it through that nostalgic, like, it reminds me of things, right? And I've seen a lot of the episodes already.
Right.
But like, I'm wondering now, like, if I watched Friends now fresh, would I like it? I don't know. I have no idea. So
I have a feeling you will, because everyone I know that has just started watching it loves it. So
loves it.
I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe I will give it a chance one day, but I don't even know where it's apparently it's not on Netflix anymore.
Oh yeah, maybe.
They took it off.
I know for a long time it was like the most viewed on Netflix, but maybe, because I know that's right, because they sign contracts on Netflix for like a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
unless if they don't renew it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you been to a theater yet?
During the pandemic, I went a couple times for a specific set of movies. So like, like Christopher Nolan is my favorite director, and his movie Tenet came out. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go watch this movie in theaters. But the thing is, I went at like, it was like a Wednesday afternoon at like 3 p.m. And so I remember I went with my mask, and it was in a full-size giant theater, and it was like me, and there was like one other guy at like the other end of the room. So,
wow.
So it was basically a private screening with me and one other random guy. And
okay.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You went by yourself?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I went by myself.
I don't think I've ever been to a movie by myself. I can't do it. I don't know. For me, it feels weird to me.
Well, you know what thing is? Not only does it feel like, imagine you going to a movie theater by yourself. That feels weird. But now imagine going to a movie theater by yourself, but literally no one else is in the room. That's like an extra level of weird.
Okay. Yeah. Kudos to you though, Scott. I don't know.
But yeah, so I did that, but
Yeah. Go ahead.
But I was gonna say, but I don't know if that necessarily counts, because the thing that I haven't done, and that I've been kind of resistant to, is just going to like a movie now where, you know, I'm in a theater and there's a person beside me, and like, and you know, for a full 2-hour like thing. I haven't done that yet. I haven't gone into actually wait, I did do, so a couple weeks ago, or no, last week, I don't know when it was. A friend of mine who had a screening in a small theater, I did go to that, and there were a bunch of people there, so I guess that technically counts, but it wasn't for very long.
Right.
It didn't feel like a full-out movie, but
yeah.
I've been so slowly warming up, I guess.
I went to a couple weeks ago. I went to Bloor Varsity. What's that theater called? Am I saying it right? Varsity.
I think like yeah. It's kind of
Young Bay and Bloor. Yeah. So I went to a video premiere there, and it was packed. It was a video premiere, so it was a big deal and everything. So, that's about it. Independent movie. It was cool.
How did it feel? Did it feel weird to be around all those people?
No, honestly, it felt like nothing, like normal, back to normal. No one's wearing masks. Everyone is cool. It was packed, and I'm still here.
And you're still here.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I don't know.
I guess I'm still. I don't know. I'm going through this transition now where I'm trying to figure out like, what should I do? Because I know that for sure, like I'm returning back to normal slower than I think a lot of people are. But
okay.
But I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm just going as.
You know what? Everyone is different. You do what makes you comfortable. you know? So, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to be performing live together and I'm going to be rehearsing with you. So that's a start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I haven't, the thing I haven't done yet is I haven't eaten in a restaurant indoors.
Stop. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah. I haven't done that.
Wow. You
So
get on that, Scott.
yeah, I think it's coming. I mean, it's coming soon. You know,
Or whatever. It's patio season anyway. So just go on a patio.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why, like, I've been on patios now. You know, had some drinks outside with that sort of thing.
Yeah. But that's
It's
okay,
coming.
honestly. Yeah, it's fine. It's only getting better, so I have faith.
That's right. Oh, did you hear now? Apparently, did you hear about monkeypox?
No. Yes. Briefly when I was scrolling again after I saw
Apparently that's the
monkeypox, I
next
just like
thing.
no. Okay.
Yeah. Although I don't think it's going to be a pandemic, but apparently
No.
they've just detected some cases in. Yesterday, I heard that they weren't.
Someone go away and then came back.
Yeah. Did you see the picture? Like the picture is like.
Yes,
it's like
the hand
like
thing. That was weird.
giant.
That was.
I was like,
Yeah,
ah!
that was weird. That was weird.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I guess there's always
Okay.
something. There's
Yeah.
always something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, this was a great chat. It actually went by
Yeah,
very
totally.
very fast.
I mean, like, yeah, this is, it's great to talk to you again. It's been so long, and I've been watching all your stuff on, on social medias, and yeah, and you and Regine. Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, you guys are friends to me. You guys are like family to me now, so it's like, it's
Yeah.
second nature talking to you guys.
Yeah, and we definitely got to get you once we're doing proper in person again. We'll definitely get you in an actual sit down.
Yeah.
So we'll do
Yeah.
that. But I guess why don't you tell everybody social media where people can find you, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you can just literally type in Barry Szeto, and I'm pretty much on all social media platforms. Barry Szeto Sings is my Instagram, Barry Szeto Twitter, Barry Szeto YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, that's about it. And you I'm always updating my Instagram, so you can always check out my latest things and links to my newer projects. And yeah, and thank you for all your support, guys. I really appreciate it.
Sweet. And also, people can see you perform live.
Yes, at the
This-
Rivoli this Wednesday, 25th of May, and I'll be singing at 7:30 sharp. I'm gonna be doing a full 30-minute set, and I'll be opening for the Rice Comedy Showcase. And yeah, so if you can make it, that'll be great.
Beautiful. And I'll be there too. strumming.
Yeah, right. I heard about that. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So come on down to the Rivoli on Wednesday night, everybody.
Amazing.
All right. And people, if you like the video, enjoyed the show, check out or hit the like button, hit subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Scott Dion Brown. And check out my, again, latest original song, Every Day. Acoustic.
Every day.
Check it out. Listen to it every day. There you go. Add that one and add Sorry Who Is This to your playlist, everybody.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
There we go. All right, people. I will see you all next time. And Barry, I will see you on Wednesday night at the Rivoli.
Yes, absolutely. Take care, guys. Thank you so much,
All right.
Scott. Okay.
Bye, everybody. Cheers.